For my last Godzilla Universe Explained episode, I took the focus off the kaiju and aimed the spotlight on the alien races of the Showa universe. For today's episode, let's take a look at another species that only appeared once during the entire franchise run, and find out all there is to know about the Kilaaks from the Showa era's Destroy All Monsters. Destroy All Monsters was the largest assembly of kaiju for any Godzilla film, and the Kilaaks were the ones responsible for bringing them all together. The Kilaaks, or Kilaakians, are a race of space aliens who live on an asteroid between Mars and Jupiter. Online sources list their home as a planet in the same area, but the subtitles on the recently released version of Destroy All Monsters from the Criterion Collection say that the Kilaaks are from an asteroid between Mars and Jupiter and not a planet, which would explain why humans had not discovered them yet. The aliens would wear a disguise that made them look like Earth women, at least in the face, as they all wore silver chain-like reflective robes that covered everything but their faces. By the film's climax, we would find out that the natural form of the Kilaaks is actually a small silvery worm. It should be noted that when they change to this form, there is what looks like a lava-type rock next to them that they would always crawl into. It's never noted if this is part of them or not. They can only survive at very high temperatures, and when they're exposed to cooler temps, they revert to their natural worm rock forms. It's theorized that the worm stage is a type of living metal, and that it would take over 1,000 years for the Kilaaks to get to the stage that they're in during Destroy All Monsters. It's also believed that if exposed to high enough temps, that these aliens could possibly live forever. The invading aliens claim to be able to forge a new technology-based civilization, yet they also state that sacrifices must be made before this can be reached. Examples of their technology can be seen in their control and manipulation devices. To keep control of various kaiju, small transmitting devices were hidden around the world. One was discovered in a rock in a river in Japan's central mountain region, another at the cliffs of Dover, one in a steeple in a church in Spain, another in a chunk of ice in an alpine gorge, and lastly, one inside a coconut on the island of Guam. Small implants were inserted behind the ear on the neck of humans that they wanted to control, and we did see one person that was controlled with modified earrings. The metal used in the devices was also noted to be a type of metal that was never before seen. When approached, the queen of the Kilaaks was able to easily defend herself even against weapons with a force field or shield. The aliens would also use a flying saucer type ship that is simply referred to as the Kilaak UFO. One of the ships was shown to be able to become a fire dragon, where the ship was encased in flames that were powerful enough to set parts of Rodan on fire. The aliens were also capable of creating a large base on the moon, as well as one underneath the Fuji mountain chain. And unfortunately, that's all I've got on the Kilaaks. So far I've covered 2 alien races from the Showa Toho series, and both of them summon Ghidorah to fight for them. Is he just a Ren-a-kaiju in space? And if so, what was the deposit on him? Because the Kilaaks are going to have a hard time returning the 3-headed monster. What do you guys think about the Kilaaks? Should they make an appearance in the Monsterverse? I'd love to hear your comments and questions down below. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.